Good morning, everybody, and happy Sunday, fun day. June 17th is what I'm looking at. I'm like, that is not the right date. I'm going to read this again. She wouldn't give up her favorite pair of jeans, her passion for God, or her determination to show the world how one of a kind she is. So true. July 17th. Let's do that one instead. Refresh your soul with hope. Let your spirit be filled with joy. Words to live by. So happy, we have another bonus day today to make a difference in this world. You may not view life that way, but I'm trying to hopefully steer people in that direction since we are well into a spiritual war. If you have not noticed, that tyrant regime is trying to rewrite history using the Bible as a tool and attempting to taint it, and then trying to blame God for some of the things that they're doing. Really? No. Christians are not the ones burning down the food supplies. That'd be the enemy. That'd be that part of those parties that are duly part of that tyrant regime. Their new world order. Really? Boy, that Ida B. Wells. Boy, she gave me a little fire in my belly. I'm like, yeah, you go, girl. Okay, got it. I needed that message yesterday. Get me fired up again. And then what do? This morning? I start talking about the Lord's Prayer in my first video that is still in the process of uploading because it's, I went on my long tangent. But at what point do you realize that those that are conforming to this tyrant regime are trying to change the words of the Bible? I understand there's lots of versions of it, but don't take his message out of context. I understand that it's hard for some people to comprehend. I used to be one of those people. Now I read it like it's my family album, because it is my family album. It's all of our family album. And I can feel the sadness before I get to it in the Bible that I haven't read. I mean, now granted, I'm reading a lot of it now, but I can see when I haven't read it, and I know the books that I haven't read, especially in their entirety. So as I'm spreading love, not war, and seeking justice, following his lead, being obedient, I just don't understand why the rest of the world can't see that. How simple it is. I mean, trust me, there's other Christians just like me out there. They're doing the same thing. So, be thankful for today's gift. Use it wisely. What if this were your last day on earth? Is that breakfast that you're cooking going to be your best breakfast ever? Or that lunch that you have, or your dinner, or that outing that you have with your family, or your guy friends or your girlfriends? What if that was the last thing that you could do on earth? I think about that every day. Because today is day 52 that I've been down. And I still have a positive outlook. They're not gonna rain on my parade, and they are not gonna darken my light. They can try all day long. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I got so much fight in me that I seriously have no clue how I am walking around. My temperature is all over the place, but it's staying like 91. Like this morning it was 91.7 when I woke up. I actually slept in my week away clothes that also add as great sunscreen for those of you out there but they breathe and they're not toxic on your body. I mean, if they were, I would have a rash all over my body. Trust me, I know, because my body doesn't do anything artificial. Never has, nor should you, including pharmaceuticals. Just saying. So I slept in all these clothes last night. It was 90, and I was like, well, 91.7. So I piled on my 3 blankets and slept all night. Didn't wake up sweating. I started to get a little bit warm this morning, but I wasn't sweating by any means. So, something's going on with her. She keeps throwing up. So, she kept breakfast and dinner down yesterday fine. But this morning, she did what Harley did. She ate her breakfast and then she went and gorged herself with the water and threw her entire breakfast up. I said, well, you're going to have to deal with that. That's why I fill their bowls with ice. So that way they eat in small doses. That's why I'm feeding her. So it wasn't like she gorged herself eating. She ate very slowly because I fed her like a person. I take a bite off of a bagel that had peanut butter on it this morning, rip it enough that she can rip it off the rest of the way. Because she still hasn't gotten down to the point where she can bite and tear it all the way off. She'll do it with the eggs that are sticking out on the outside of a bagel, but she won't bite. It's unreal how she won't bite all the way through. She just like backs away and wants to lick it then. So if I bite open so I can rip it off, so there's a chunk, so she can rip it off the rest of the way, then she feels like she's accomplished a lot. So today's reading from 365 Gifts is number 198, and it's entitled Grandchildren. And I know a lot of you out there have grandchildren. So I can't wait to see what this is about. When you see your children's children, peace be upon Israel. They make your heart sing. His freckled face, her messy hair, those lollipop sticky fingers. Those kids are your grandchildren, and you wouldn't trade them for anything in the world, even on their messiest days. They're your legacy, your heritage, your hopes, your dreams, all wrapped up in sticky little packages. Sticky is right. Oh, Lord. I never did like sticky. They remind you of your days as a young mom when your kiddos were young. They also remind you that life goes on from generation to generation. Heck, at the Coco Cabana, I can't tell you how many times I had to clean the handle off my refrigerator. I couldn't believe how many grubby adult mitts would grab onto my handle of my refrigerator in my home without washing their hands. I couldn't take it. I cannot stand to grab onto a handle or anything and my hands get dirty. Never have. I'll put a glove on first. They also remind you that life goes on from generation to generation. Most of all, you adore spending time with them because they love you with reckless abandon. Whether you're baking cookies, watching a TV show, or playing games, those grandkids can't wait to spend time with their grandparents. What a gift, these precious ones. Father, thank you for my grandchildren. I adore them, Lord. They make me feel young again. I'm a child playing with toys, watching kitty TV shows, and eating gummy bears. What fun to spend time with my favorite people on the planet. Praise you, Lord. Thank you for another gift, another day, another bonus day. Amen. Well, I hope you enjoy that. My edema is coming back. I can feel it in my legs. I felt it when I put these on last night. Um, they're not skin tight. They feel skin tight, even though they don't look skin tight. Um, but I haven't worn this in a while, and I needed to. I needed to keep these. And she keeps wanting to be right by me, and she keeps crying. So um, I'm just keeping a positive attitude about life and death. It's just a part of life. You can't escape it. No matter all the antidotes man prescribes, you can't change his timetable. Period. Everybody's like, well, maybe you need to get a second opinion. What for? Well, that's the stupidest thing I've heard out of somebody's mouth talking to me. If I'm allergic to pharmaceuticals and I'm on holistic medicine and it's taking the poisons out of my body that are toxic to my body, what more am I supposed to do? Be patient. Let the holy doctor work his magic. And if his magic means I'm going to disappear from earth and go to heaven, then so be it. Bring it on. But if it's to stay here on earth, I just pray that he makes me well enough that I can continue on this quest for him. But I can feel my momentum is in a different direction these days. It's a lot of justice, like on steroids, to seek it as much as I can um, before he calls me home. And there's a ton of it out there. It's just in my own life. And then don't even get me started with my father's life. Oakland, are you kidding me? There are lies to me, outright lies. The doctor, he wouldn't even look me in the face. You know, if you don't have anything to hide, you don't have any problem. Not a speck of problem making eye contact. Those that live in fear, and you know that fear, he's a liar. He lives down there. Just saying. So stay tuned. I've got more coming up. Love to all bunches and bunches. Bye.